In 2025, the political landscape is as polarizing as it's ever been. And that takes a lot of doing. I want to ask you the question, does politics really control the world? There are so many players and so many moving parts that it seems even some politicians sound surprised and confused. In recent years, it's become increasingly clear that politics plays a significant role in shaping our world. From global events to individual lives, the influence of politics is undeniable. But have you ever stopped to think about just how much control politics really has? That's what I want to explore today. One of the biggest challenges in understanding the impact of politics is getting beyond the surface level. We're constantly bombarded with news headlines and social media updates, but how often do we take the time to really dig deeper, to question the motivations behind the decision being made, to seek out transparency and accountability in our leaders? These are the questions that get to the heart of how politics shapes our world. There are many ways in which politics influences our lives. From the laws and policies that govern our daily activities to the international relations that shape global events. But how often do we think about the subtle yet pervasive ways in which politics affects us? The way that lobbying and special interest groups can sway policy decisions, for example, or the impact of political ideologies on our education systems and cultural institutions. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer complexity of it all. But that's exactly what those in power are counting on. They want us to feel powerless, to believe that our individual voices can't make a difference. But I'm here to tell you that's just not true. Take government policies, for example. These are the rules and regulations that dictate everything from our healthcare options to our environmental protections. But have you ever wondered who really gets to decide what policies are implemented and why? The answer might surprise you. Lobbying, for instance, is a massive industry that spends billions of dollars every year to influence policy decisions. And it's not just big corporations that are doing the lobbying. Special interest groups, unions, and even foreign governments all have a stake in shaping our policies. But what about the average citizen? Do we have a say in the matter, or are we just along for the ride? Then there are international relations. The way that countries interact with one another has a profound impact on global events, from trade agreements to military conflicts. But how often do we stop to think about the political ideologies that drive these relationships? The way that nationalism or globalization can shape our foreign policy decisions, for example, or the impact of political corruption on international relations. But perhaps the most surprising fact about political control is just how extensive it really is. From the NSA's surveillance programs to the role of political operatives in shaping public opinion, the reach of politics is far more pervasive than we often realize. Take, for example, the way that Cambridge Analytica was able to use Facebook data to influence the 2016 U.S. presidential election. These are the kinds of stories that make you wonder just how much control politics really has over our lives. In many ways, the extent of political control is a reflection of our own powerlessness, or at the very least, our perception of powerlessness. Because the truth is, we do have the power to shape our own world. We have the power to demand transparency and accountability from our leaders. We have the power to educate ourselves and make informed decisions about the world around us. So what does it all mean? That politics plays a crucial role in shaping our world is undeniable. From government policies to international relations, the influence of politics is felt at every level, but it's up to us to take control of that narrative, to demand more from our leaders, and to educate ourselves about the world around us. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to explore more videos on related themes, be sure to check out the link in our description.